Hi everybody, I am going to just walk you through a quick little tutorial about how to introduce a TDW, that's text dependent writing. So this is, of course, after you have already read and annotated the text, taken any notes, and gotten ready to begin your writing assignment. You want to start off with a good introduction. The introduction's job is to introduce the topic and any important terms to your reader before you begin discussing them. So here are a couple of little tips about introducing a TDW. So first, you need to read the prompt again. You've already done that prior to reading, but read the prompt again so you know what you're going to be writing about. And then make sure to sort of restate the prompts in your opening. So you're going to explain what you're getting ready to talk about, and then summarize the text or the videos or whatever sources that you are going to be discussing. You don't have to give a long summary, but just maybe like a quick sentence or two about what you read, about what you watched. And I have this little note right here. Be sure to name drop. Don't just say the article, the video. Make sure you say at the beginning in your introduction the name of the article, videos, resources, and if there are any authors or producers that you need to name, make sure you name drop those. That way you're giving proper credit to those people. When we talk about citing our sources, you always want to make sure you give credit to those people that created those sources. And then the final tip is to define and explain any important topics, ideas, or words that would be important for your reader to understand before they can really understand what you're talking about. For example, there is an article that we have called Outsmarting Our Primitive Responses to Fears. And if I had read that article and I was getting ready to write my introduction, I go back and look at my prompt. My prompt tells me, using information from the article, choose one of your fears or worries and explain why that might be there. Then discuss a strategy that can help me handle this fear or worry and explain whether you think the strategy would work. So here's how I introduced, before I even got into the discussing and talking about my fears, here's how I introduced that topic. Everyone has fears. Fears can be emotional and physical, and there are many reasons why we have them. The article, Outsmarting Our Primitive Responses to Fears, explains the physical response of fear and is full of advice for people who are struggling with fears. One of my fears is claustrophobia, the fear of being in enclosed spaces, and analyzing the cause of my fear can help me figure out a strategy to overcome it. So notice, you can kind of see the color coding here. I restated the prompt sort of towards the end. The prompt tells us that we're going to be choosing a fear and discussing strategies to handle it. So I just said, here's my fear, and I'm going to be telling you a strategy that I have come up with. Then I summarized the text, one quick sentence. I dropped the name of the article to make sure I gave it the proper credit. And then I knew that as I was writing, my readers might not know what claustrophobia is. So I defined that. If there are any important words in your topic, you can define those in your introduction. And so now I have a nice, strong introductory paragraph to this particular type of writing called the text-dependent writing. Good luck.